Today I'm going to do a little project. When I first installed this Resilient Sounds, a little demo, and the trunk was rattling like a motherfucker. Well, I had some Scar VVX12s in there. In fact, they're chilling right here, actually. Boom. Sound pretty good. It's 34 hertz box, give or take. And it got down, but man, it's nothing like this thing here. So I went ahead and pulled off the little trim piece there, and you know, I know we deadened this, but we didn't use proper deadener. So back when I first did this car, I saw some stuff from EXO and some other people talking about this stuff right here. It's called Peel and Seal, and they were using some other stuff that was this like foam protective, right? So that's what we used on this. It's not actual real sound deadener. It's more like of an insulation. So I'm gonna redo this motherfucker, and hopefully we get some better results. Cause man, this fucking trunk is shaking like King Kong's trying to break out and rape a bitch or something. I don't know. But yeah. So first step is to get all this stuff peeled off, which doesn't look like it's gonna be too hard. So you can see it's just kind of like this rubber foam stuff. Not too good. Down here, I've got some Noico. A couple boxes of it actually. And that stuff's fairly inexpensive. It was about $60 some for 36 square feet. And I did it on my doors, and it's pretty good stuff. So I'm gonna take this down. We're gonna put some of that stuff on there. Hopefully it'll look a little nicer. Probably not, because I didn't do this. My buddies did it. I'm a lazy fat fuck. I usually have everybody else do the shit, but I'm going to try and get this one done myself and see if we can make some improvements and get some less rattles. So stay tuned. I don't know why I said stay tuned. I'm just going to make another video and try to splice it all together. It'll probably look like shit because I'm a noob. Okay, so there it is. Most of the stuff off of it. It's not really giving me a very big chore. I'm a little worried because it's like there's some spaces in here, but it all seems pretty solid. I'm not sure if I should shoot some foam up into there or not. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to deaden it, and then if I have to, I'll poke holes and blow some foam through it. Not too sure about this, though. So, maybe that'll come out. That's the light on the other side right there. So maybe I'll pull that out and deaden all the way up in there, and then put that back in, and we'll see. Not really much to worry about, though. Oh, look. That's nice. That was never taken out. Always have one of these things. They're pretty handy. Just pop that bad boy right out, and boom, there it is. So next step is going to be to clean all that gunk off there, hopefully. Got this stuff here. Got it off of Amazon. I think a case of them was like 12 bottles for cheap as fuck. They had some Swan shit on there that was $8 a bottle. I think I paid a little over $1 a bottle for 12 of them. That shit's good for cleaning your dabs too, by the way, motherfuckers. Just so you know. So next video should be of this being cleaned up a little bit, or at least the next part of the video. All right, I thought I'd do a quick interlude before I go ahead and clean this up and fix this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and bang it real quick like I did in my first little quick first impression video. So let's get some volume on this. So absolutely nothing on it. Not even a little that, and even that will provide just a little bit of deadening. Alright, so yeah, there you go. That's basically with it being naked. I'm going to do another one after the stuff is deadened and put back together. And we'll see if it actually makes a difference over this cheap ass fucking air conditioning insulator, which was just a test. Nothing wrong with using peel and seal. I mean, if you're on a budget, that shit works. Okay? You may have to double up some layers, but it does work. And most of my entire trunk is lined with it. So all this back in here, it's kind of hard to see, but that's all. And to tell it, well, that's all peel and seal, and it does a decent job. Does it do as good a job as the Noico stuff? No, I don't think so. But it's also a fraction of the price. So, all right, time to get to work. So a few hours later, this is where I'm at. Making some decent progress, sort of. I mean, compared to what this shit looks like, all over the place. Oh, nice. This stuff looks pretty decent. So I've been trying all sorts of stuff. I went to Home Depot, got some goof off. Yeah, that shit will fuck with your paint if you leave it on long enough to get the glue. So you notice I started with this a little bit earlier. No good at all. I used some acetol that started to pull red up onto the towel, so I quickly stopped using that, and it's like, yeah, no, there's got to be a different way. So far, the best method I've found is the heat gun. This little bad boy right here. So I'll heat it up like this for a little while, get it good and warm, and then I'll hit it with the towel. And what happens is it starts to flake up. So you can see how this is all like thick and gooey. Well, it starts to easily brush away, and it starts to make little chunks. And I just swept a whole bunch of them. You can see how, like, those are little glue chunks that I've just rubbed off. So it's like kind of like when you rub an eraser on a paper with pencil, and you just keep rubbing, you got little eraser chunks. That's what it reminds me of, you know. So you can kind of see how it's peeling up a little bit in here. And then once it gets a nice light coat, like maybe something like this, it's just a little sticky. Hit it with the PB blaster right here. Boop. That stuff. And then wipe it down, and it comes right off, and you can see it kind of makes a shine right there. It's not too bad. And then once that's all done, I'll hit it with the alcohol and really get it clean and get all that grease and residue off. And then we'll be ready to put the Noico deadener on there and then see what kind of difference it makes. It's a tiring process. It's a couple hours just to get this. Of course, there was a trip to Home Depot and then all the experiments to figure out which fucking way would be the best to get this shit off. So, yeah, fun times. Just can't wait to hook that bitch up and beat the shit out of it. It's going to be so much fun. So, in the meantime, I got my SPL meter from SPL Labs. I got a little mini SPL meter. They're retailing about $244. If you go on eBay, the guy Cizon, and I don't remember his exact name, but he's the guy that does all the forum posts and things like that as well. Brand new, and you can buy them now for $244 plus $10 and change for shipping, or you can make a best offer. And I suggest trying that. I'm not going to tell you what offer I put in, but I was quite shocked when he accepted it. So it was well below the $244. So yeah. Anyway, hopefully these videos splice together somewhat decent. Probably not. It's probably going to be a fucking train wreck, but whatever. We're getting this project done, so I'll just keep working on it. Alright, just checking in here. Getting real close to being finished. All this fucking glue. Oh my god, this shit's a pain in the dick. But with effort, you can see you can get it off of there. It's not too bad. Just got this little section to go right up in here, and then I'll be ready to just wipe it down with some good alcohol, make sure all the petroleum based shit's off there the best that I can. You know, obviously it's not going to be perfect. I'm going to have some shit like this in here, but I think the general contact of the clean area will be good enough for what our purposes are today. So next update will probably be with some deadener on it. So where we're at so far. Yay! All the hard work you got to put in, so that way you can enjoy them tunes later. You know, that's what it's really about, is enjoying those things. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this thing's got a big ass port from Big Ass Port. It's hot pink, because real men like pink. Say it. You know you wanna. Okay, so just metered real quick without any shit on the trunk lid, because I wanted to see if it made a difference. 138 even. I actually tried some test tone sweeps, and it I hit 137.9. I put this song on, which is the one that I danced the hood with, and got the 138 even out of it. So that's without any stuff on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the deadening and do the same test again and see if I get a little bit better SPL out of it. I'm gonna leave the meter in the same spot, that way it's kind of a fair comparison. Not too sure why I cut the video and just didn't get out and come to the back. So I just finished running the SPL test. So I got a 138, and we're gonna put some shit on here and deaden it up, see if that makes a difference. So this is what I'm gonna be using this time around. I got this box and another one down below for finishing up the inside. And it's actually pretty decent stuff. Oh my god, I got a lot more than I thought I did. Alright, so I keep the little scraps too. You know, some people cut them perfect. I don't. I'll fucking jigsaw the shit out of it. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna see it. And then I keep the little pieces for you never know. So, let's see. Yeah, I got plenty. So there's still another sheet down there. So what I like about it is I like the little triangles that you see in here. This stuff will basically flatten out when you roll it, so you know you got a good contact. So this is the next step, next phase. Fix the trunk, I hope. I doubt it's gonna fix it. I need to pull that back out. I doubt it's gonna really fix it, but it is gonna probably make a huge improvement. Definitely over that stuff there, because this stuff, I mean, it's so light and janky. It just barely tapped and that fucker just slid. So, and this stuff, fucking, the weight adds up. So I'm hoping that one, we stop any vibration between this panel and this panel in here. But we also add a significant amount of weight, which will help keep the trunk from bouncing as high. And you may lose some dBs off of sound deadener, but I think in this case we may gain a little, because it's going to be harder to push this up, so more of that air is going to push out. And I bet if I turn the speaker and I kind of aimed it back in this corner here, I could probably get 139, 140. I don't know. I'm a noob. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just spitting shit out, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to get on this. And fucking many hours later, because, you know, one, I'm a out of shape fat bastard. I've mentioned that a couple times now. Plus I get on-call calls while I'm working on the weekends sometimes. But I managed to get the deadener on there. Remembered to poke out most of my holes for the fucking shit. I was gonna fill it with some foam on the inside here, but I got impatient and I didn't want to wait till tomorrow to go get some. I really wanted to get this sealed up and get it banging. So worst case scenario is I could always cut out a couple of these holes if I need to inside these rails, blow some foam in there, and most of it already be sealed up. So next step is to basically get that thing back on here, get it closed up, and see if any kind of difference it made. It's definitely a little bit heavier. Can't really tell by me shaking it on fucking the video, but you know, you get to sit there and be like, dude, how fucking high is this guy right now? And that answer would probably be pretty high. Almost everything in here is sealed up, except for this little spot here, which is where the brake light goes. So, remember earlier when I said I do patchwork, and you can see examples here, where I don't always cut everything to fit perfect. You know, I'm not entering a car show to be judged upon appearance. I'm just looking for effectiveness. overall, I think it turned out pretty nice. It's pretty shiny. And it's going to be a lot better than that other stuff I had on there. Finally remembered what it was. It was called Frost King. And there's actually a little bit of it back up under there, and that's going to get replaced too. So that's where we're at for now. It's kind of late at night. You can kind of see outside it's dark. Probably not going to stop me from banging a little bass and running that meter for a few minutes. Get it shut down before the popos show up. You never know. It's a basshead life, an outlaw life, whatever. Alright, so it's deadened. It's much heavier. I don't have a score because I ain't got it turned up yet, so pump up some volume and see what happens.
She was 24, this she is 28. Ice everywhere, that's the icing on the cake. Wanna be a hood nigga, I can show you what it takes.
Alright, so I managed to get an extra half dB out of that. And I bet if I had my buddy hold down on the trunk, I could probably get 139. So, I'm sure if we played with the box or did some other stuff, but I'm gonna turn it down because it's almost midnight, and I'll probably, well, obviously I'm gonna have to add another spot to show the after effects of the trunk in the back rattling away. See if that helped any. So, we'll go from there.
That's a warm party, motherfucker. All I did was open my door. I was getting ready to film the trunk in the back. 40.9. Yeah. So there's the trunk. I mean, it's still fucking shaking and shit, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. Before it was popping and bouncing and shit. I'm gonna kind of just lean out of here, see if I can get some extra sound pressure when it goes off. I can't believe I hit 140. All I did was open the door. I'm very stoked about that. Can't see it from here, but song cycling real quick. So that's one sub, and it's underpowered. It's 2,000 watts RMS. If I'm lucky, I'm throwing about 11 to 1,200 maybe. It's a 1,500 sundown. Alright, let's see if that made a difference. It did not make a difference. So I'm gonna try the door open. Oh, it fucking feels good. Okay. Voltage ain't too bad right now. Basement pounding on a full tilt. Alright, gonna turn that down, turn that off. Basically beating on that full tilt. Got a 300 amp alternator, should be here tomorrow. Hopefully that'll make some difference. It's if it works. I've been having some troubles with JS alternators, so we'll see. I'm stoked about that 140. Wonder if I could remember how to use this fucking thing. I read the instructions. We're going for a walk with the cell phone. Yeah, because we're YouTube pros, right? Alright, let's see. Okay. Oh shit, I just fucking reset it. God damn it. I've been trying to catch my really? I'm saying it. Oh, okay. I was trying to catch the there we go. 36 hertz. I wonder what it was at 140. So anyway, looks like a successful job, well done. Well, I don't know about well done, but it's done. It's better. It's louder on the inside. I can hear the trunk still banging, so I'm gonna see if I can't get some more foam. Well, not that kind of foam, but like I've got these speed rings from when I did my last install, and I have no clue where they went. But I was gonna take that foam and kind of tuck it up underneath here, so I don't know. I'm going to try and get all these videos together and get them uploaded and see just how shitty it turns out. Thanks again for watching, and this is just proof. Doesn't matter, how bad a shape you are, unless you're, like, medically corked out. No offense. You should be able to do some of this shit to your own car. When it comes to sound deadening, I've done all the doors, which made a difference as well. Still got to do the roof and the bottoms, so that'll be another project for another day though. Still got a full box of the Noico left and a little bit of this, so not too bad. Have a great base day.